Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason faced off against the Braves in SunTrust Park. He pitched for 7 innings, allowed 2 runs on 4 hits, including 2 home runs, collected 7 strikeouts, got a no decision in a game that the Phillies bullpen ultimately blew. The Phillies lost that one 3-4, so that stinks. We got to keep going. So we are running out of year pretty quick. Jason now has 24 starts under his belt, and I'm guessing he's probably going to get another maybe 8 or so. So we don't have that many more games to make a good impression this year. Not that Jason's impression hasn't already been fantastic. I mean, a 1.59 ERA for a starter, pitching 181 and a third innings, 164 strikeouts on the season so far. I mean, he's not a strikeout artist by any stretch of the imagination, but he's doing pretty good for himself, so let's keep going. But we would like to cement our case, let's say. No, not today. Don't feel it. What do we got in a bullpen day? We can do cut control, get that bumped up a bit. Work on base running aggressiveness. Haha, good one. Pitching clutch, durability stuff. We can... I guess we can... I think we gotta do this. Holler at Colin Moran, back on the Pirates late in his career after getting traded away with Jason to the Padres for Dinelson Lamet in 2018, I think it was. I'm not gonna dignify that with a response, Colin. We go way back too far for me to get got by that stuff. I'm gonna have to get some new material, my friend. So that is going to bring us out here in a couple days. After we get another clubhouse day, we can work on Michael Rosado, make him a bro. Not been a great stretch, but we'll take it day by day. Do his best not to get complacent. He's now a bro. Everybody happy. That will bring us out here against the Pittsburgh Pirates in Citizens Bank Park. Now, Jason has faced off against the Pirates a grand total of 6 times before. He has a 2-1 record against them, a 2.17 ERA, and a 180 WOBA. So awesome numbers against these guys. His former alma mater, the team that drafted him, although a team that he never played for the MLB club of. So it'd be interesting to see what Jason can do against him this time. Pretty good results against him previously, but doesn't matter what you did against him last time. Matters what you do against them this time. So let's get out here and get it.
From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today, a notable matchup of playoff hopefuls between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies. 2 playoff hopefuls duke it out for wild card standing. Next. Jason Parham, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Julian Cortez.
All right, first pitch of the day is a cutter down and in, so let's get on it and get out here, get some.
First offering on its way.
Chops the cutter down, and first pitch of the day, 1:36 p.m. and strike down and in, fouled off.
They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving
next
ground
pitch,
in the
two-seamer down.
They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
We're kind of in the doldrums of the winter season. Fastball, 95 miles an hour, down and in. We're going to go out on a fly ball, up and in.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday.
Cutter up and
Let's see
in.
if they can steal the series right here.
Swing and miss.
Swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff
And Julian Cortez strikes out as the first batter of the game, and that's one away.
Starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Danny, who stands out to you?
I was just saying, in the real world, it is presently the 7th of January, 2020. Happy New Year to everybody. I haven't already said that too. Yeah, pretty much all the biggest free agents in baseball have already signed. A couple exceptions like Josh Donaldson.
This one, he was 1 for 4 with the double in the ball game last night. First pitch coming.
For slider.
First pitch
That
is
one
a
was
slider
well hittable, but
and we
nothing
should
doing.
see some 90s
88
as we go
miles,
forward.
88 degrees and
our game
overcast.
time
I'm about to say 88 miles an hour and overcast. No, 88 degrees and overcast here in Philadelphia for today's afternoon ball game.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
And just generally, there's not a heck of a lot going on in baseball right now.
Not expect a third.
Saw an interesting story here. I mean, it just has dropped in like the last couple minutes that I saw. Saying that. Remember how I was talking about the Astros and everybody's mad about the Astros? How in 2017 they banging on trash cans and stuff?
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This
Hits the pole. If it had just drifted a little bit more foul, that one would have been foul, but unfortunately, Franchi Cordero gave him a cutter up and in, and he did not miss it. That is 1-0 Pittsburgh on the board early in this one.
You knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not, and that question was answered with the resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Man, I hate
riding in Kevin Lane. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually
in any case, people mad about the Astros because they were hitting trash cans in 2017. Well, the report that I was just seeing here was suggesting that the Boston Red Sox, 2018 Boston Red Sox, newly managed at that point by Alex Cora, formerly the bench coach for the Astros of 2017, had been using the video replay room against the rules of Major League Baseball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
So
fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Time to check our umpires.
Scoop was
in this
dropped
one.
by Ken Rosenthal of the Athletic.
Hey, Hero, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
You know what? I have totally lost track of where I'm at in this game so far.
Hey, be patient. Pick one out.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In front of the
Too busy
changeup,
chattering, and I'm not busy enough.
On him now. The 1-2.
Actually, keeping track of the stats. But strikeout on Lincoln Cheney, Jason's old, I think he was a minor leaguer that Jason faced. But home run puts the Pirates on the board early. It's 1-0. And of course, Mr. Colin Moran, old teammate of Jason, off of, I think they were teammates on the
little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Stevenson will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
El Paso Chihuahuas.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on third baseman Michael Franco.
Today's defense for the Philadelphia Phillies, we got Chad Wallach at first, Adrian Sanchez at second, Eddie Almanzar at short, Michael Franco at third, Andrew Stevenson, Jose Rodriguez, and Jorge Soler in the outfield, Francisco Mejia behind the dish, and on the bump, as usual, Mr. Jason Parham. And coming up now, Mr. Jose Osuna.
Surprised that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the
Really
first
got
pitch.
not a lot to say about
Fastball
any
on
of
the
these
first pitch,
Pirates,
and it's taken for
unfortunately.
strike
No, I don't
one.
see that
Guys,
any
this
of them
game features
have
the league's best teams that are not currently leading a
have any
division.
more
What does
than
this matchup
none of them
mean to
have
the
more than
overall
10.
playoff picture?
You know
Well,
what, Dan? These
that's
teams are
wrong.
so close on paper. It's going to be execution that
A lot of
gets
them
one
have
of these teams
actually
over
pretty
the hump.
substantial plate appearance numbers against Jason. Kevin Lane off of the formerly off the Orioles, 37 plate appearances.
Part of the schedule is going to be the team that comes out on
Lincoln
top of this
Chaney,
division.
23 plate appearances against Jason in the past.
Nearly to the backstop.
Colin
2-1.
Moran, 22.
Well, that's a
Jose
good
Osuna,
pitch, but
12.
you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And he takes a big swing.
Puts a
at
big
that
charge
one.
on that one, and that one is going to the
left
wall
field. And,
and out of here. That's another one. So, yeah, I don't know what to make of this year in particular. Jason has given up kind of a lot of home runs, like a lot more than he has given up in years past. I mean, maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe
when
it
you
wasn't
woke
as
up
bad
this
as
morning,
like
the last thing he
when he
wanted
was
was to be
first on the
down 2-0
Padres or
in the
the
second
Mets
inning. The good news
or any
is
of
that
these
both home
teams.
runs have
You know,
only
even
been
the Red
solo
Sox, he
shots.
was
The
above
bad
10%
news is he's not fooling
home runs per
anyone
fly
right
ball.
now.
Stepping in now, Christopher Bostic, as he takes a cold strike
you
at the
would
knees.
think-
It's 0-1. He comes in at
You'd think that he'd
262
be
on the
getting
year.
better at limiting
6
home runs, not worse,
and
but
16
this year has
RBIs.
not been the case. Granted, the park factor for Citizens Bank is a lot less friendly to pitchers than Chase Field was.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here's
Getting a
another
slider down
0-2.
and away.
Just staying alive. Putting
Stays alive
together
on
a
that
really
one.
good at bat here.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on
Misses
this
that
next pitch.
cutter on the
Count
outside
is
corner,
1
and
and
that's
2 now.
1-2.
1 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second.
Grounder over the second.
Comes up with it.
Sanchez has it, and that is going to be the second out of the inning.
Stepping into the box, Murray Rouse, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Laid off
Curveball
the bender
taken,
there, but it's
outside
in for a
corner
called
for strike one. Really, there's more the outside half, but who's counting?
Popped him up.
Popped it up above home plate. Francisco Mejia's got it.
And
that is gonna end the inning.
In foul territory to retire the
So,
side.
again,
So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home
2
run,
hits, 2
no
home runs.
errors, and no one
Not what
left
you
on
want to
base.
see out of Jason
We'll go
to
the
start
bottom
off
half
the
of inning
game.
number
Looking a
2.
little shaky
It's the
for him to
Pirates
start,
2,
but
and the
maybe
Phillies nothing.
maybe this Phillies offense can get hot pretty quick.
In now,
Well, they pulled one back at least for Jason versus the pitcher, Patrick Corbin.
Patrick Corbin.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
In any case, regarding the Red Sox and the sign stealing stuff, the allegation being that they use the video replay room to steal
And that's
signs,
in there as well. 0-2 now.
you know, that would make things a little more tricky for MLB to punish
And a
the
changeup
Astros
swung
specifically.
on and missed for the
Corbin
first down.
swinging and missing on that one.
Well,
Strike
we're all
3
hearing his name
swinging,
in
and that is
Cy
going to
Young
be the
Award
first out of the
discussion.
inning.
At this point in the season, it's pretty hard to
But
argue
on the other
against
hand,
when
it
you watch
also
him dominate a guy
simplifies
on
things
3
a bit
pitches.
because
It's
if
sending Patrick
Cora
out
was in,
off.
if Alex Cora, manager of the Red Sox and former bench coach of the Astros, was involved in both the team that did the sign stealing with the Astros and the team that did sign stealing with the Red Sox, then, well, it makes it a whole lot harder to argue that he shouldn't be punished.
Now the 0-1.
Now, the reporting thus far has been that it was A.J. Hinch, manager of the Astros, Cora, and Carlos Beltran, then a player for the Astros, and now manager for the Mets,
Right there. Throw on to first.
that were responsible for coming up with the initial sign stealing scheme.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Crunchy Cordero.
So I guess all I'm saying is Beltran better watch, keep his nose clean while he's running the Mets. Otherwise, MLB might be coming for him. I mean, they may yet come for him. But
great curveball there, really fooled him with that one.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about
another
it.
fly ball flares out behind second base, so that's going to be another base hit for Crunchy Cordero. Another former Padre, I think.
His bearings there, Dan, was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Kevin Lane coming up. This was old last time.
He's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one.
I guess I'm going to have to throw him the fastball to find out.
Easy one for this pitcher.
Into the box, Kevin Lane.
Taken.
He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Lane takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching.
And that's going to be another base hit down into the right field side. Runner getting over to the corner there. Cordero over at third now with 2 away.
Stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball.
Yeah, this is not really going Jason's way today. The 2026 Phillies, they were never really projected to be like winners of the division or even go to the World Series.
And then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
Basically, the addition of Jason wasn't going to get them to the point where they were going to be a postseason contender. If we get there this year, that'll be great, but I wouldn't expect it to happen. And I think it would probably be a little soon, a little premature to expect it to happen. But, we're still above 500 on the year so far, running out of year, too.
As the Phillies lineup readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive
writing
guys.
For ESPN is saying that discipline against the Astros for using technology to cheat is likely to come within the next 2 weeks, effective today, July or January 7th.
Especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Yeah. Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
All right, Patrick Corbin on the mound, Jason Parham at the plate.
Here's a
fastball down.
About thigh high, 0-1.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
The windup and the 0-1. And boy, really
slider inside. I had no business swinging at that one.
There,
and yet.
It's 0-2 now.
Hey, it's you and him. Get him yourself.
Hey, let's go. Now you got this.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left
That's
center
a fly
field.
ball,
Calling
left
for
field.
Cortez. And that's
reasonably well hit,
inning.
but just hung up a little too far, and that is going to be 1 away.
And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings. And as you can see, these guys trailing by just a half game in the division race. Now with the plate,
Colin Moran back up. Phillies still trailing 2-1.
The third baseman, number 24, Colin Moran.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Fastball up and away, taken 97.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that
Strike
first
1.
pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
I'm going to go change up down and away.
Right here.
No, I'm going to go change up down.
Here's the 0-1. In there.
Dot the corner with that one. Way to go, Jason. 85-mile-an-hour changeup on the inside corner. Not a chance.
Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
90. That was a, what, 97, 95 fastball. Up and away.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Another 0-2 coming. Tried to work it back
Just
to that
off the corner with the cutter
corner,
there
but it
and
misses.
taken.
1-2.
Ball one.
I really.
So we'll go showtime on this one just cuz.
There's a pretty good chance he's going to
Chops
pound
it
it
away.
into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Now curveball. Fouled off. Pulled it early.
The 1-2. Freezes him.
Slider
Strikeout
caught him looking.
looking.
That's going to be the first out of the inning. 5 strikeouts on the day for Jason so far through 3 and a third innings at this point.
Next
Bringing up Jose Asuna, who
Osuna.
homered last time
Off
up,
to a
so
hot
be
start in
careful
this
with
one.
him, shall we?
Homered his first time around. First pitch on its way.
Changeup taken low for ball 1.
Here we go, right now.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Hit out towards second. Sanchez
Straight at the second
fields it
baseman,
cleanly.
Sanchez.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Over to Chad Wallach, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Bringing up
Ready
Chris
for another
Bostic.
chance. Christopher Bostic. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Christopher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
To first.
Grounder over to first. Chad Wallach bobbles it, but he's still going to have plenty of time to make the play, and that's going to end the inning.
For the third out. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Pirates 2 and the Phillies 1. Into the box now, Murray Rouse. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Top 5, still 2-1.
Hey, get your pitch, see through, huh? Let's go.
Here comes the first pitch. And this
Fastball
pitch is right
taken
down the middle,
outside
strike
half,
1.
97,
As the
strike
curtain begins
1.
to drop on the season, the Pirates are presented with a chance to muscle their way into the playoff picture. They've certainly worked hard to give themselves that chance here today.
You know, D-Row, you get late into the season like this, and you really have to keep your concentration.
Curveball taken
Not only
low
on the
for
mound,
ball
but in the
1.
batter's box. You're starting to get a little bit tired, and you see the schedule starting to come to an end.
Yeah, Dan, I'm with you. It becomes mental right now.
Fastball
Physically,
low.
everybody's hurting
Ball
a
2.
little bit. You can grind it out when you know you have a chance at the
Let's go, right
postseason.
here.
Mentally, you got to stay focused.
Another one taken low, ball 3.
3-1.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into
come on,
scoring
ump.
position.
And a good eye here as he
Be
takes
a walk
ball
for
4,
Jason.
and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Boy, oh boy.
Skip
That's a
hollering
tough
out of the
one for
dugout,
pitcher.
not happy
He's
with the
definitely
call, and
wondering,
neither is
where
Jason,
the heck was
honestly.
that pitch? I think he called
Can we
it
be
high,
the
but
umpire?
our strike zone says
46.
otherwise.
Patrick Corbin.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And
Strike.
boy,
That's a strike
call
now?
there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Great
call
job
that a
of getting
strike,
back
huh?
in the zone
Okay.
with a hard fastball after the walk.
Whatever you
I
say,
think he might have
man.
let a little frustration out with that pitch.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a here, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2.
Better not miss this one.
Big guy, here we go.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Well, it's a fielder's choice, but no, it's not a fielder's choice. That is a successful sacrifice
Well, he took a risk with
bunt.
the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go
Oh,
to
come
second,
on.
but we know
That was-
now it was the wrong call.
How was that not a... I don't even know. Officiating in this one has just been
The
god-awful.
left fielder, Julian Cortez.
Into the box now. Julian
Slider
Cortez.
inside corner
This'll take a
taken,
look at a
strike 1.
Slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Swung on that curveball in the dirt, taken, or swung on. Strike
Good job
2.
of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Swinging a soft liner.
Will chopper over to third, second, first, double play. Take that, you jerks.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were
That
a great
almost
save
could have been a
with one
triple
and
play, I
nobody
think,
out.
if they were
The double
careful
play
about it.
is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Maybe not.
Up next
Well,
for the
Franchi
Broncos,
Cordero back up.
runner in scoring position with
Strike the batter out while ahead in the count.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Fouled it off, but it's back behind third. Michael Franco's back to get it. And that's going to get us out of here without allowing another run. But we are still trailing 2-1.
As they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
So hopefully it's just a matter of Jason getting warmed up at the same rate that I am.
Now to the plate, the pitcher.
When he comes to the plate,
He flew out in his
one
legs
out,
there.
nobody on.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off.
Pull
and
that
he's
slider
quickly
early,
behind
but
0-2.
might have been good.
We need you right here, kid. Drive something.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Here we go. And it's fouled away.
Hey, we got one out here.
The next 0-2. Groundered. Oh, it's
Grounder up the third base line. Jason is going to get himself onto first base with that little bobble ball by the third baseman. He's lucky just to block it with his body. Bringing up Jose Rodriguez now for the Phillies. Runner on first with 1 out. Dinger here would be nice. Just saying.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Parham leads off first with 1 away.
Drive it. Come on, kid. Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there.
In the dirt here.
Not going to happen on
Advance
that.
here, but
Jason,
it's 3-1
not a run.
now. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off.
But that's
here.
going to be a
Nice
walk
job.
for
It's
Corbin.
ball 4. First and second
Now runners
with
first
1
and
away.
second with 2 away. Or
Settling
1
in
away.
now, Andrew Stevenson.
Bringing up
And
Andrew
he'll bring home that
Stevenson.
tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it rock.
From the belt, kicks and deals. This is in the air to left. Moving under it, Cortez.
Well, that's not going to
And
work.
that's the second out of the
Fly
inning.
ball left field,
No
and that
tag
is going
at
to
second.
be
He'll head back there
the
with
second
2
out of the
away
inning.
now.
Jorge Soler coming up.
Jorge Soler. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes
High
in this
fastball
spot.
taken.
Has to put the ball in play.
Ball 2.
2-1 to count.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch. Hey, come on now, guys. Gotta hold him.
2-1. Here it is. 2-2 the count.
It's a good one to hit, I think, and he fouled it off.
Pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Cordero giving chase, but
Didn't
this
make
will
the
land
play on that
untouched.
one. And it's
That fastball
Another
must have a
2-2
little
pitch he
late
gets
life
to
on
see.
it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
high fastball taken
High,
3-2.
ball 3.
For the guy in the mound,
Everybody's
this is one
gonna
of
be
those
moving.
innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ready with the payoff.
Come on,
pitch.
go hard. You're scoring. You're scoring. Go
Smoked
hard.
toward
And Colin Moran makes the play.
third. Phillies are turned
Kindly
away.
word
They
to
get
Jason, I'm
nothing out of
sure,
this
and then
situation as the inning is
end of the
over.
inning.
Phillies leave a couple. They're down 2-1.
So going into the top of the 6th,
Stepping in and ready for another shot.
15 pitches or less without allowing a run.
Yeah, guys, everyone
goal
knows he's been
always.
slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But
Fastball
pressure's
down and
all
away,
down. Maybe
taking
he gets
strike
hot.
1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence
Swung on
in his
and missed
ability
that
to work
fastball
back into
down
the
and
count
in.
and get him something over the hard.
Strike 2.
The 0-2 home.
Change up down and away.
Hit on the
Swung on
ground
and
short.
grounded over to short.
Has it. Throw to first
He's got it.
so the
It's
leadoff
going to be
man
the first out of the inning.
begin the sixth.
Lincoln Chaney 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts on the day. Go for a hat trick. Help it.
He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. In tight here with the first pitch.
Fastball taken,
It's
ball
1-0.
1. Not the best start.
Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. A 2-0 count to
Another
the Bucs
one.
center fielder.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to Hackett, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Change up taken. Strike 1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Grounder over to second.
Sanchez loves it, and he'll whip
Be the
that
second
one
out
over
of the
to first,
inning.
and he gets his man for the second out.
Bringing up Colin Moran once
Digging in,
again.
Colin Moran. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too
Liner
many
center
strikeouts.
field, and that's going to
And
do
he'll
it.
get there in plenty of time to put this
6
one away,
innings in the
and
books.
That ends the inning.
Jason allowing 2 runs so far, but
still lead it,
Philly's only
2-1.
able to account for 1 to make up the difference.
Stepping into the box, Jose Osuna. He's working on
All right,
1 for 2
end
games
the
so
inning
far.
without allowing a runner along. So going into the top 7, still 2-1.
Ready with
Jason's
the first
pitch count is
Here it
looking pretty
comes.
good, but that doesn't really
And
matter
that misses ball 1.
if we need to pull Jason for a reliever. Or rather, a pinch hitter, I guess.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Cranks one to left field, but this one is going to drift
Nearly
foul.
a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now
Fouls
he's in
off
a
the
1-2
curveball, and that's a 1-2 count. And fastball inside.
2-2.
Takes
Didn't
ball
catch
2.
the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running act.
Going to go ahead and go slider down and away.
And a
Swung
good
on and
bite to
missed.
that slider as he
Thanks for
swings
playing.
through it
Have a
the
seat and
first
get
out of the inning.
comfortable. 6
Nice
strikeouts
job
on
there,
the day for
taking care of
Jason.
the leadoff hitter via the
First
strikeout.
one
I'll
out of
tell
the
you,
inning.
In a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And that
Slider
gets the
outside
black on the
corner.
outside, a good slider that
91 miles an hour.
Is that gun reading right,
Pretty
right
hot.
there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Count now a ball and a strike. This is hit high in
Off
the
the
air
end of the
outfield
bat.
left center.
Left center field.
Rodriguez is in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Not important.
Now
Nothing
at the plate,
matters.
Murray Rouse.
Up next for the Pirates, the catcher, Murray.
Murray Rouse got a walk last time.
Hey, your pitch. He's
First
coming in.
delivery to him on the way. And he lays off a pitch here that he
Fastball right
probably
down the
shouldn't
pipe
have.
at 97.
0-1.
That is strike 1.
There we go, kid.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, yes.
Hey, come on, guys.
And again, Showtime slider down and away.
It looks so tempting
Fouled
to
it
the
off.
hitter, but
Stayed
making
alive,
contact
0-2.
on that pitch could be very tough.
2 outs here. 2 outs.
Curveball fouled off. 0-2 still.
The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
Put it right where
Those
Mejia
0-2
wanted it, but
curveballs are
didn't
really
get anything
tough for
going
guys
on
to
it.
lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Swung on and missed, so Jason strikes out.
Ball game, and that ends the inning.
Murray Rouse to end the 7th, top of the 7th.
They lead it 2-1.
We'll see what the Phillies can do going into the rest of the game. I suspect Jason's day is just about done.
Your
Eric
attention,
Otska
please.
will pinch hit here.
Indeed, they're going to bring on Eric Otska, the pinch hit for Jason here going into the bottom of the 7th. And, you know, honestly, Jason did hit the best he could on the day. Pitched for 7 innings. Gave up a couple runs early, and the offense just is not potent enough to make up for that kind of loss, or that kind of concession. So I guess we'll find out what happens when the Phillies take the field. Survey says that's another confusing game for Jason. Gives up a couple home runs, which is no good, but he also gets a bunch of strikeouts and gets a no decision on the day. Go figure. Jason pitches for 7 innings today, allows 2 runs on 4 hits and a walk, including 2 home runs, collects 7 strikeouts and gets a no decision on a game where the Phillies tie it in the 8th but lose it in the 12th. Jason remains at 13-3 on the year, and he remains at 113-48 in his career. His ERA has gone to 1.62, his FIP is at 2.94, and his xFIP is at 3.59. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.